Okay, my friends, starting off in a child's pose today. So sit on your feet, walk your hands out, and let your head come down. And take your time, there's no rush. Take your time getting your head low, maybe all the way to the floor, maybe to your arms. And start to breathe deeply. Big inhales. Big exhales. Do your best to create your most complete breath. So you're taking in as much as you can. And then you're cleaning out your lungs as much as you can. So you want to cultivate not only that really free, expansive feeling on the inhale, where everything's kind of expanding outward, but also a strength on the exhale, where your belly muscles are moving inward. And when we cultivate that belly muscle strength, we're giving the low back some support. Okay, the low back needs that support. Take some time as you breathe here, just allowing your body to settle in. How do you feel? Just notice things. Take time to notice your mental and emotional landscape. Everything you notice is fine, okay? Just pay attention to what thoughts arise and then let them go. Pay attention to how your body's feeling. In particular, you might notice your low back in this posture is spread open. It should feel good and neutral. The creases of your hips, you might feel some tightness there or some sense of release. And that's all right, as long as it feels okay. You might notice this kind of melting off of your back, of your shoulder blades as they kind of fall down toward the floor, and peeling your chest open. Breathe into whatever you notice. Okay, from here, just to open up your low back a little bit more and all the sides of your spine. Walk your hands out away from you. Okay, keep your hips heavy. Everything's still heavy here, just the arms are really long. And then walk your hands out to the right as far as you like until you feel a big left side stretch. You're going to ground your head here and you're going to move your left hip over to the left, like you wanted to get your left hip away from your hands. So hopefully you feel that really lovely side stretch from your left armpit all the way down to your left hip. And let's take some breath here. Okay, we're gonna bring it through center now and over to the other side. So take your hands out to the left as far as you'd like. Drop that head. And then start to move your hips away from your hands over to the right. Big right side stretch. And use your imagination here. Okay, I like to imagine I could breathe in between my ribs here. My gills, just getting some extra space where we get so tight. Okay, bringing your hands back through center, come back through. And then grab onto the mat, pull yourself up to hands and knees. Okay, here we are, friends. Just gonna play around and get a little warm here. So let's get the right leg out behind. Okay, and remember to do your best to point those right toes at the ground at first so that the hip is internally rotating. And then if that feels pretty good, you can put some extra weight in the right hand and reach the left hand forward. So bird dog is what we would call this. Okay, so take some time just breathing here, get a hold of the posture in your body and your mind, and then lift your belly button in towards your spine. So you want that strong band of tissue wrapping all around your belly, front, sides, and back, and lifting the belly button in towards spine. That's your low back support. Okay, as well, keep pushing the floor away and use your back strength to lift the heavy arm and leg. Okay, they're pretty heavy. So let's move a little bit. With your inhale, reach out really long. Think of length rather than height. And then with your exhale, pull that lifted knee and elbow in to touch. Maybe you can even get your nose in there too. Inhale and reach out long. Now we're going to mix it up here, okay? This time with your exhale, move your right knee out to the right, okay? Move your left elbow out to the left. Funky airplane is what we call this. And then inhale back to center. Okay, we're bringing the knee and elbow under this time. Exhale, knee and elbow come underneath you. Inhale, reach out long. Exhale, funky airplane. Inhale, back to center. So let's do this a few more times. Exhale, bring a knee and elbow under. Inhale up. Exhale, funky airplane. Inhale, back to center. Whew. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, under. Inhale, up. Exhale, funky. Now hold it here. Now keep breathing, okay? Breathe and push the floor down. Use your strong back body to lift everything else up. Whew. Keep breathing. If you need a break, you can put your hand down. You can put your knee down. Okay, you can do that. But maybe you want to challenge yourself here. You can extend that right leg out to the right. You can extend the left arm out to the left. Little challenge. Whew. Keep breathing. Push that floor. One more big breath here. And then let it go. Back down to hands and knees. Tuck your toes here. Lift your hips and lift your knees. And walk your hands back to your feet. And let's just hang a little bit. Generously bend your knees and just swing and hang. Shake your head. Okay, this is a nice time to notice if the backs of your legs are feeling tense. Maybe you took a bike ride or you played soccer yesterday and you have some tension in your hamstrings and your calves. Okay, or maybe you just have everyday tension just from being alive. Just notice. Okay, we're gonna roll it up. So push into your heels here. Inhale, stack yourself up really tall. Reach up high and even lift your heart at the very top of your stance. And exhale here, drop your tailbone into your chair squat. So pull your knees toward each other. Pull that belly button in and look up. Inhale all the way back to standing. And exhale here, hinging at your hips. fold yourself all the way down. Bend those knees. Okay, palms are coming down. Then with your inhale, walk your hands forward. And then exhale, drop your knees. And we're back where we started. So let's do the other side, that bird dog, funky airplane movement. So let's get that left leg out behind. Okay, and most of the time we want that left hip internally rotating, and we have a strong belly lifting toward the spine. Okay, and if all is going well, we can reach forward with the right hand. So take some time just to breathe here before we even start to move. Just getting a hold of that feeling, pushing the floor down and lifting the back body high. Are you ready to move? Here we go. Inhale to reach long. And exhale, right elbow and left knee come together underneath you. Maybe your nose is involved. Inhale to reach out long. Okay, funky airplane here. Exhale, right elbow to the right, left knee to the left. Lift. Inhale back to center. And exhale, curl and under. Inhale up. Exhale, funky airplane. Keep it going. Inhale to center. Exhale under. Inhale up. Exhale, funky. Let's do it one more time, okay? Inhale to center. Exhale under. Inhale back up to center. Okay, this is the one we're gonna hold. Exhale to funky airplane and hold. Breathe. Lift and push. Breathe. Strong belly. So remember, you can drop a hand and just do the leg. You can drop a knee and just do the arm. Okay, you can make it real gentle. Or you can spice it up. You can extend the left leg and the right arm out to the side. Push that floor. Last breath. And let it go. Back down to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips. Again, walk your hands back to your feet. Let yourself just drape over your legs. Maybe grab your elbows, shift your weight side to side. Gently opening up even more in the backs of your legs. Try shifting your weight onto your toes and onto your heels. Toes, heels. Okay, we're going to roll it up. Here we go. Release your elbows if you grabbed them. Inhale, press into your heels. Come on up. Lift your heart high. And then exhale, drop it into your chair squat. Okay, toes are lifted. We're going to drop that tailbone. Pull your knees toward each other and look up. And then inhale all the way back up to standing. Exhale here, hinge and fold it all the way down. Palms come down. Inhale here. This time, walk your hands forward into a plank. Okay, and exhale, press it back into a downward facing dog. And hold it right here and breathe. Just walking out your heels in your downward facing dog. Roll your shoulder blades. Get some dynamic down dog movements here. Shake your head, yes. And no. And remember your down dog modifications, please. That can include bent knees or dropping your knees to the ground at any time. All right, friends. We'll start to move and flow a little bit more here. All right, with your inhale, let's get the right leg up and out behind you. Exhale here, send that right foot forward. Plant it outside your right hand. Okay, establish yourself in your lunge. And then with your inhale, sweep the right arm up, look up at the ceiling, and twist open. And if you need this to be more gentle, you can drop the back knee, okay? That would be the left knee. Okay, with your exhale, drop that right hand. Inhale, step the right foot back to plank. And exhale, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Inhale, walk your hands forward again to plank. Okay. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale here, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot forward, planted outside your hand. Drop your hips, so establish your lunge nice and low. Feel free to drop that back knee. And inhale the left arm up, look up, big twist open. And exhale, left hand down. Inhale, step it back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, and then walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Let's do it again. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, lunge. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, hands walk back to feet. Inhale, plank. We're going to keep going. Exhale, down dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg up. Same as we did before. Exhale, left foot forward into your lunge. Establish it. Push the floor down. Inhale, lift that left hand, look up. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, back to your plank. Exhale, through downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Again, inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Let's do it one more time on each side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, lunge. Inhale, right hand up, twist. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, down dog, hands walk back to feet. Last time. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward into your lunge. Establish it. Inhale, left hand up, twist. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, back to your plank. Exhale, through down dog, hands walk back to your feet. Inhale, last time to plank. And exhale, last time to down dog. Here we are. Walk your feet out. Okay. Just building some warmth gently, gradually. Let's keep going. Inhale here, friends. Let's get the right leg up in the sky behind you. Okay, exhale, send that right foot forward. Drop it by your hands. We're going to drop the back heel. That's the left heel. And come on up to warrior one. So up to warrior one. I'll meet you up here. Hands up in the air and breathe. Okay, we'll just take some time to be in warrior one and establish a really good alignment here. So let's start with the floor. It's always a good place to start. Okay, remember that your feet, right foot is pointed straight forward in the direction that you're looking. So are your hips and shoulders, okay? The left heel is down, which means that the left toes point a little bit out to the left, but they point mostly forward, okay? And then you're pushing the floor with your legs, aren't you? You're pushing the floor away and you're drawing the legs inward at the same time. So pushing down, drawing inward. You can drop really low or you can lift your hips up a little higher. It's really up to you. So nice work here, breathing in warrior one, lifting your heart up high, and you still have a strong belly moving in towards your spine. So just move a little bit from here. Inhale here and lift your heart nice and high, big, big, big chest. With your exhale, drop your heart, sweep your hands back. Let your head hang and look underneath yourself at the back of your mat. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift your heart, arms up. Exhale, bow down low, hands back. Again, like that, big breath in, come on up. And big exhale, come on down. Nice, right here, drop your hands underneath your shoulders, pop up that left heel, and you're back in your lunge. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind in a 3-leg dog. And exhale, right foot down, downward facing dog, walk it out. Okay, I'd like to take a little vinyasa break before we go to the next side. So feel free to come along or take a little rest in child's pose, but we'll meet in downward facing dog, okay? Here we go. Inhaling here, up on your tippy toes, bend your knees and look at your hands. As you exhale, hop or step to your hands and fold. Inhale here, dropping your hips, bending your knees, look up into your chair squat. Okay, maybe look up at those hands. Okay, exhale, drop your hands, lift your hips back to your fold. Halfway up on your inhale, look forward. And then exhale to fold deeply. Okay, palms are down. With your inhale, you can hop it or step it back to your plank, yogi's choice. And exhale all the way down. Grab the mat for your Cobra. Think of pulling that heart up and forward and open. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You can come up through hands and knees, or you can come up through a plank. We'll meet there. Down dog, walk it out, shake it out. Okay, let's do warrior one on the other side. So left leg up behind as you inhale. Exhaling, left foot forward here, drop it by your hands. We're gonna drop the back foot. The right heel is on the ground now. And then come on up to warrior one. Okay, other side. So take some time just to be here. Okay, now remember you can drop low into it or you can pick yourself up out of it if it's too much in your hips. So you always have that. Hips and shoulders are facing in the same direction as the left toes. And the right toes also point slightly forward. Push the floor down with your legs and pull them toward each other for that strength. And then pull that belly button up and in as you lift your heart. Okay, warriors, let's move a little bit here. So inhaling, lift that heart, maybe look up. Exhaling, drop your heart, reach your hands behind you. Could you look underneath yourself, the back of the mat? Let's do it again. Inhale, lift it up. Sweep your heart up and open. And exhale, bring it down. One more big breath in. One more big exhale. Nice. Hands under your shoulders here. Pop up that right heel. And inhale, left leg up to three-leg dog in the sky behind you. Exhale, drop that left foot back to downward facing. Okay, another vinyasa coming up. Feel free to come along or take a break. Here goes. Inhale up on your tippy toes, bend your knees and look at your hands. And with your exhale, hop it or step it forward to fold. Drop your knees or drop your hips, bend your knees as you inhale into your chair squat. Okay, think of looking up and pulling your belly button in. And then exhale, drop your hands, hips up back to your fold. Halfway up on your inhale, keep your hands close to your feet. Put some weight in your toes as you look forward. And then exhale, folding very deeply. Maybe hug your legs, bending your knees. Okay, palms are down here. We're going to send it back to a plank so you can hop it or step it as you inhale. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale for your Cobra, elbows back, pull that heart up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, friends, here we are again. Let's keep moving and breathing and playing. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right foot forward. Drop the left heel, coming up to warrior one. Big breath in. Exhale here, okay. Warrior two, you're gonna open your arms out to the left, open your hips out to the left, and gaze over to the left, and I'll spin around to face you. Okay, warrior two, let's just take a moment, be here, okay? Remember your strong base. You're pushing the floor away, you're pulling your feet toward each other, you've got that. And then you can adjust with bending the right knee more to drop lower, or extending it to come up and out if you need a break. Okay, watch the right knee. Take a look at it, okay? Make sure it's pointing at your toes and it's not pointing inward towards your arch, collapsing inward. And also make sure that right knee stays over or behind its ankle. It doesn't pass up its ankle. Okay, we're gonna play around a little bit here, move a little bit more deeply into your hips now that we're warmer. So shoulder blades down the back. Here we go. Inhale here, extend that right knee. Okay, push the floor away, arms up in the air. Let's get that right toe pointed up at the ceiling. So you're gonna prop the right heel down, lift the right toes up, so you're flexing the ankle, okay? With your exhale, drop that left hip towards your left foot. You can go as low as you want. You can stay up a little higher, but I want you to drop your hips over to the left. Make sure the left knee bends out towards its toes, okay? Skandasana. Inhale all the way up to that standing position, and then exhale back to warrior two. Let's do it again. Inhale, stand up tall, point those right toes up. Exhale, skandasana, drop your hips over to the left, low as you want to go. Inhale, bring it back up to standing. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, skandasana. Now hold it here with me. I want to breathe and just enjoy it. Okay, if you need a break, put your hands down, lift your hips up. You're still here, okay? If you really need a break, you can sit your hips down. But if you're feeling pretty good, continue to push the floor away. I want your legs active. So push the floor away from you. Keep those legs strong. You feel that opening in your inner thigh, your hips. Options. You can extend your left arm over to the left in front of your left knee and the right arm up. Okay, cool shape. Funky shape here, big breath. Keep pushing the floor with your legs. If everything's really going well, you can wrap your left hand behind your back and your right hand too. Breathe. You can see if your hands can find each other, and that might happen today, and it might not, and that's fine either way. One more big breath here, pushing the floor, really heating up your legs. And then come out slowly the way you came in. Don't explode, okay? We're gonna come back up. So inhale, push the floor away. Come up to standing. And exhale, back to your warrior two. Feels easy now, huh? Okay, here, you're gonna drop your hands down inside that right foot. Pop up the left heel. We're back in a lunge. Inhaling that right leg up and out behind. Find your three-leg dog. And exhale, right foot down. Downward facing dog. Okay, here comes a vinyasa, yogi's choice, if you come along or take a break. Inhaling here, tippy toes, bend your knees, look at your hands. And exhale, hop or step forward and fold. Drop your hips as you inhale into your chair squat. Pull that tailbone down, look up. And exhale, fold it again. Halfway up on your inhale, put some weight in your toes. And then exhale, fold deeply. Palms are down. Inhaling here, step it back to your plank. You can hop or step. And exhale all the way down. Shoulder blades back as you inhale for Cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out, yogis. Shake it off. Okay, hopefully you notice, I definitely notice a difference in the backs of the legs and the hips and mobility there, how much space you have. We're gonna do the other side. Are you ready? Here we go. Inhaling here, lift that left leg up in the sky. Exhale, left foot forward to your lunge. Okay, transitioning to a warrior one. So drop that right heel to the floor. Inhaling warrior one. And exhale for warrior two. So open up to the right, hips, shoulders, looking to the right. And pause here. I'll spin around to face you. Okay, shoulder blades are soft on your back. Belly button is in, so your spine is long, okay? You're not arching your spine here. It's really neutral. Push that floor down away from you and pull the legs together. Okay, remember to check out the left knee. Ensure that it's pointing at your middle toes and it doesn't pass up its own ankle. Okay, and now we're ready to move, warriors. So here we go. Stand up tall, push the floor away, reach up, and then point those left toes up at the ceiling, getting ready for your skandasana. And then with your exhale, bend your right knee, drop your hips towards your right foot. Remember, you can go as low as you want to go. Inhale to stand up tall. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do it again. Inhale, stand up, left toes up. Exhale, drop your hips into skandasana. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, warrior two. Try to keep your heart over your hips the whole time. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, skandasana. Now hold here and breathe. Hands down, hips up is an option if you need a little more gentle posture here. You can also just sit down. Okay, but if everything's going great, I want you to push the floor down. Get the benefits from this posture. Big opening in your left inner thigh, hamstring. Same in the right hip. Now push that floor. Maybe that right shoulder comes in front of the right knee. Right hand to the right, left arm up. Looks a cool shape. Breathe. Maybe smile. So good to be alive. Okay, maybe we bend that right arm behind the right leg, left arm behind too. Can they find each other? Maybe they find each other today, maybe not. Doesn't matter. Breathe. One more breath here in your skandasana. We're coming up and out, okay? Are you ready? Inhale, push the floor away from you. Whew. And exhale, back to your warrior two. Okay, let's bring it down to the floor. Hands down under your shoulders here. Pop up that right heel. And inhale, left leg up in the sky, three-leg dog. Exhale, left foot down next to your right. Shake it off. Okay, let's take it through one last vinyasa. Inhaling here, tippy toes, bend your knees, look at your hands. And exhale, hop it or step it to your hands and fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale into your chair squat, Utkatasana, look up. And exhale, fold, lift your hips. On your inhale, halfway up, put some weight in your toes as you look forward. And exhale, fold deeply, hug your legs. Palms are down. Inhale to your plank. Exhale all the way down. And we'll spend a little time on the floor here, so get comfortable and grip the mat under your shoulders. Inhale, pull that heart up for Cobra. Exhale, roll it down. Now we'll take a few more Cobras. Keep going. Inhale, pull the heart up. Exhale, roll it down. Close your eyes here, okay? Just find a rhythm. Keep going. Your Cobra might be really small and you just barely pull your heart up, and that's fine, okay? It doesn't have to be big and dramatic. You might also just come up on your fingertips here and then move your hands out to the side, and you can have more of a side-to-side exploration of Cobra. But no matter where you are or what your Cobra looks like, you're always the same, pointing that tailbone down and lifting the belly button in. Let's do one more Cobra, just really peeling that big heart open. And then come back down to the floor And then find a sustainable cobra. So it's one that you can hold without your hands. So you're just peeling your heart up off the floor. You can keep your palms under your shoulders if you need that to hold the posture. However, if you can point your tailbone down, lift that belly button up and in, maybe float your palms up off the mat. Breathe. So using your back strength here, you feel the difference when you're using that back. If all is going well, lift up your legs and breathe. And then maybe reach your hands back behind you. You can think of swimming your front body open and strong back body. So use all that back strength. Maybe even join your hands behind you. You can interlace your fingers and move them away from your heart. Nice breath here, using that strong back body. Keep pointing the tailbone down and lift in your belly button. Okay, taking one more big breath here in this back extension. And then let it go. Come on down. Just rest your forehead on the floor here for a moment. Let that back bend kind of soak in and wash over you. Okay, from here, friends, hands back up underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. And let's press it up to hands and knees. And I want to get a little more back bendy with you. So come on up to your knees. Okay, that little back extension really prepped us for Cobra. We've got a big open heart. We're warm in the hips and the back is nice and active. So we're gonna try a little camel pose. So tuck your toes here so that your heels are up and your toes are down. And then we can start just take your hands to your hips and then wrap them around your back so that your palms are down by your hips and your fingers are pointing up by your ribs, okay? This will make your elbows point back. And this, for some of us, this is gonna be enough, okay? We wanna focus on pulling the belly button in so we don't have your tailbone kind of popping out. So make sure that you're neutralizing that low back as much as you can. So the belly button moves in and your tailbone is going to point at your knees. So just work on that for a little while. Tailbone points at your knees, belly button pulls in. And you want to think of moving your elbows toward each other. And so almost naturally, your heart will start to lift up in front here. So just be sensitive and figure out what feels right and what's too much. Okay, if your tailbone is still pointing at your knees and your belly button is still in, and you want to start to lift that heart even more, you can. And then from here, maybe you can bring your right hand to your right heel. Just see if you can grab it. I like to think of grabbing it like a doorknob. Just grab onto it. Okay, if that feels good, you can reach the left arm up. And then you can start to look over to the right, kind of a little twisty movement here. Looking over that right shoulder, keeping the hips moving, tailbone down and forward, belly button back. Okay, if it's feeling really good, you can reach that left arm out to the left, starting to look up. And then maybe the left hand comes back for the left heel. So this might happen today, and it might not. And it doesn't matter, it's okay either way. You can even drop your head here, but if you do, I want you to put a really good tuck in your chin, okay? So you should still be able to talk and breathe. Tuck that chin, tailbone down. Now we're gonna come out carefully without exploding. Pull your chin back into your chest and reach up with that left hand. Okay, you can take the left hand back to your back, right hand to your back, and then come all the way up. You can sit back on your heels here. Take a moment to let that soak in. We're going to do it again, but we're going to try going from starting on the left. Okay. Take a moment to breathe. Notice how your low back feels. Okay, your whole back between your shoulder blades. Okay, let's try the other side. So up on your knees. So if having your toes tucked was really easy for you, then you can untuck your toes and then your heels are a little further away. So that's going to give you a few inches to have the heels lifted or lowered. So keep that in mind. It's a little more to go. Start out the same way. Hands on your low back, palm down, fingers up. Okay, and you really need the low back to be safe here. So point that tailbone at your knees and pull that belly button back and in. And lift the heart naturally. Make sure it feels natural. Okay, you could stay right here. This is quite enough. If you want to keep going, you take that left hand to your left heel, grab it like a doorknob, and the right hand can go up. And you can look over to the left. Make sure your low back is safe. Belly button in, tailbone down. And then if all is going well, you start to reach that right hand to the right and then bring it down to your right heel. Okay, you can keep your chin tucked and up, or you can keep your chin tucked and let your head fall. Breathe. Focus on alignment here. Focus on softening wherever you feel sticky or tense. Breathing into your front body. Strong in your back. Now we're going to come out slowly, okay? Reach the right hand up if it was down. And then bring it to your back. And then that left hand can come to your back as well. Back up to your knees and then drop your hips onto your heels here. From here, let's take it down to a little child's pose, okay? But take your time. There's really no rush. Your back just got worked. So take some deep breaths as you slowly walk your hands out, away from your knees. No rush. Maybe you just hang your head for a little while. Breathe deeply into your back. Okay, friends. So take a few more breaths in your child's pose. Just letting that back bend soak in. So it's important after a deep back bend to activate your core a little bit, and that just helps bring everything back into balance between the front and the back body, okay? So that being said, we're gonna play around with something kind of funky. So walk your hands back up in by your hips, and then drop them down by your knees, okay? So your spine is rounded here. You're pushing the floor away from you. And then I want you to try to just pick up your knees and pull them into your chest. Okay? You're going to be rolling on the tops of your feet. And then roll onto your knees and pick up your feet. And then you could try it a few times, kind of playfully. Pick up your knees. And then pick up your feet. And then I just want you to try it. It might not work, and that's okay. I want you to try it anyway. Try lifting up all your legs at least once or twice. So all two of them, the knees and the feet, push the floor, lift those legs up off the ground. Okay, you can think of exhaling as you push, inhaling on the ground. Exhale, inhale, exhale. And then maybe at some point, You lift those knees up off the floor, lift the feet. You could hold for a second or two. It's hard, but try it anyway. Maybe one more time. Okay, from there, friends, we're gonna let this go. Drop your feet over to one side, or drop your hips over to one side and take your feet out front and shake it out. Nice work today. Okay, we're just gonna little twist and then we'll rest. So reach your hands forward. Let's roll down in slow motion. Point your tailbone at your toes and take your time coming down. Okay, once you land, make some cactus arms. Okay, and then bring your feet up close by your hips. And then we just want to move the hips a little bit to the left. So pick them up, move them to the left, and then we can drop the knees more fluidly to the right. And then you look over to the left and breathe. Big inhales, big exhales. Big chest inhales. Think of doming and arching your chest up off the floor with your inhales. And then exhales, pull your belly into your spine. And bring the knees through center here and move your hips to the right. Hips to the right, knees drop to the left, look to the right. Breathe. Big chest inhale. Strong belly exhale. All right, friends, bring your legs back to center and extend them on the floor. Extend your arms on the floor too, by your side. And it's time to rest, so eyes are closed. And breathe softly through your nose, just effortlessly now. No effort in your breath or your body. No control over breath or body, just being. Dissolve into this moment, just noticing everything. Every little detail, every sound, every sensation. You might notice your thoughts, and that's okay. Allow them to be. Notice that you can choose to bring your awareness back to your breath and your body, and just let your thoughts do their thing. And so please rest just like this for as long as you can. Thanks so much for joining me, friends. I'll leave you here today.